After watching this week's video, it had me thinking about all the information our brain takes in every day. In the video, she said we consume about 74 gigabytes of data a day, which is equal to about 16 movies a day. And she also says the amount of information we hear today is what a highly educated person would have heard in their lifetime about 500 years ago. And that is a lot, especially when you hear it described that way. And some may say we are better off learning and hearing more, but I personally really don't think so. I almost feel like it is an overstimulation of our brains. It's like you hear so much information, you can't really think about it and process it fully. And on top of that, a lot of the information is negative and gossip, so that makes it even worse. And the speaker talked about brain rot. My parents say that all the time. They think me or my brother have been on our phone for too long. And it's just mindless information. TikTok doesn't require our brain to have to work with much, for example. So when you hear your brain consumes that much information, does the difference between telling a story and storytelling really matter? But in the video, the speaker talks about how most people tell a story and are not necessarily storytellers. Telling a story spreads a lot of false information, and she actually describes them as fast food stories. I've never heard anything described like that, but it did make total sense to me, and I knew exactly what she meant. Addictive and unhealthy really stood out to me, and these are stories people do like to reshare and honestly hear. They are stories that grab attention and get emotional responses from people. On the other hand, she does say that storytelling is more of a craft that most people don't do nowadays, and storytelling does make a person slow down and put more attention and care in their information. And a real storyteller can make overwhelming information easy to digest and more personable. Storytelling is, when it's done right, it makes us find meaning in the story. An example of a story that changed how I see something is actually watching Eric Dane's interview on Netflix. I'm a big Grey's Anatomy fan, so I've been following his story with ALS, and he was someone that you would think of as having everything someone could want, but unfortunately ALS was too much, and his story and how he shared his outlook on life really did impact me. And you could tell his story was well thought out and he wanted to make an impact on others. He says not to take life for granted and how he tried to put a positive spin on something so horrible. And it really did connect with me, and it made me see him in a different way. And if you would have asked me the difference between telling a story and storytelling before the video, I probably would have said they're the same, but like the video said, storytelling teaches us to be more mindful and to slow down with our words and how we spread them. And in today's world, with all the negativity, social media, and an instant need for gratification, telling a story can affect us in so many negative ways.